We're live.
We're going to go ahead and start the city council meeting for Tuesday, August 8th, 2023 at 7:06 p.m. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A moment of silence. Go ahead and do roll call, Larry, please.
Councilperson Diana.
Here.
Councilperson Tony.
Here.
Councilperson Ann.
Here.
Councilperson Vera.
Here.
Councilperson Arturo.
Here.
Okay, can I get a vote on the agenda? Meeting agenda?
I make a motion on the meeting agenda.
I have a motion by Diane,
Second motion.
a second by Antonio. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. We're going to go ahead and go on to 4, but that's going to be visitors' comments. But the city council, I'm going to read this. City council welcomes public attendance at council meetings. This meeting is for the conduct of regular city business. At this time, citizens' comments and inquiries about agenda business or general city matters are encouraged. If you wish to address the city council, please stand or raise your hand so you can be called upon. After you are recognized, please come forward to the podium, state your name and address for the public record. Your remarks must be limited to 3 minutes or less, so we're doing 2 minutes. And please use the microphone. Thank you. You have the timer? So do we have any comments?
Hello, my name is Maria Rivera. I live at 329 7th Avenue. And my question is regarding the detour for the bridge, which we have it right on the school. Is that going to get changed when school season starts? Because as it is, there's a lot of traffic when kids are getting dropped off and kids are getting picked up. Traffic gets backed up really bad. Also on 7th, there's also, like a lot of traffic there. They have that yield when they pick up the kids, and a lot of people don't respect that yield. So I wanted to know if there was going to be cops available to kind of monitor that, and if that detour was going to get moved somewhere else.
So we're working on that right now. Okay. Thank you, Maria. Anyone else? Okay.
My name is Valerie Simpson. My address is 24650 State Route 22. I'm here on behalf of our Mabton community, which is very important to me and my family. Over the past years, not only since you have become mayor, but also in the previous leaders, I have noticed a struggle to unite the community and work together. However, since you have been elected, there has been conflict between many community groups such as GMA and the city, as well as discourse between the elected officials and the community who don't align with the beliefs or views of the elected officials. As a mayor of our community, it is important for you to make strong and civil relationships with all members on your council as well as the community. It is very difficult to see conflict between these groups of people. For example, the Greater Mabton Association, or GMA, is putting on the Community Day event this Saturday, which I am now a part of. And I quote from one of the members, "The mayor said she will not be willing to provide any help with this event, such as police officers or even trash cans. I know you are not a part of this group, but the event is taking place in the city that you make the decisions for. Therefore, it is very important for you to support these people as it makes the community stronger. We need to all come together and not try to make decisions for ourselves, but for everyone, which also means that we support others in doing so. I challenge you not to use the city as personal advertisement for your business or make decisions that make other groups look bad. Instead, make decisions to benefit the community as a whole. Show up to other groups' events, be kind to the citizens, and do not single people out who do not agree with you. I know your goal is to make the city better. However, that requires assistance from other people as well." And that's just a letter to you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Hi, my name is Adriana Luna. I live in 112 8th Street, Mabton, Washington. I come to you today as a concerned citizen and resident of Mabton regarding a number of serious allegations, concerns that have come to my attention. It is with a heavy heart that I address these matters, as our city leadership holds immense responsibility in upholding the principles in transparency, fairness, and adheres to the law. Over the past months, there have been multiple instances that have raised concerns among the residents of our city. The allegations of ballot fraud and your reported presence within 200 feet of the ballot box, assisting residents in filling out their ballots, have cast doubts on the integrity of our local elections. The foundation of the democracy is built upon the fundamental principle of free and fair elections. And any actions that undermine this principle destroys the trust that the citizens have in our democratic process. Additionally, the lack of transparency with the public records have increased our concerns as a public servant. As a public servant, it is crucial to provide open access to information that pertains to the activities and decisions made on behalf of the city and its residents. The transparency fosters trust between the government and the citizens. It is vital for a well-functioning democracy. Moreover, the alleged unlawful termination of city employees has sparked worries upon the treatment of those who serve our community. City employees play a big role in ensuring the smooth operation of our local government, and the rights and fair treatment must be upheld at all times. Furthermore, favoritism and preference has also come to our attention. Using city time, city employees, and city resources to provide free services to residents while disregarding the same to other residents speaks volumes on your character. If you are willing to help our residents clean up their homes, that's wonderful. Just be fair. It is in the best interest of our community and the principles of honesty, integrity, and accountability that the council member, Diana, steps down. Diana has used the city computer, city time, to register for council decisions.
Thank you. Your time's up. Thank you.
Anybody want to continue my letter?
Okay, thank you. We're gonna go ahead and go on to number 5.
I can finish it. Let me get my glasses real quick.
So we're moving on already to number 5. Thank you.
She has the right to speak. You cannot do that.
Either you can speak truth and excuse me for interjecting, or you can do. I'm just gonna finish where she left off. What was it?
Right here.
Let me just get my glasses because I'm blind. My name is Teresa Vargas. I live on 617 Front Street, and I'm gonna finish this letter because of the time. So it is the best interest of our community and the principles of honesty, integrity, and accountability that council members Diana also stepped down. Diana has used city computer and city time to register for council position 1. This also speaks volumes on Diana. May add your mother's character. You and Diana seriously evaluate your ability to lead with the trust and respect of the citizens. By voluntarily stepping down from office, you would demonstrate your commitment to the greater good of our city and allow for a transparent investigation into the matters at hand without the cloud of your position potentially influencing the outcome. I urge you to think about the welfare of Mabton and its residents above all else. Our city deserves a leader who can uphold the value we hold dear and ensure that the best interests of the community are always put first. Given the severity of these allegations and concerns, I ask you to seriously consider stepping down from your position as mayor of Mabton. If you refuse, you may be held accountable to all allegations. The residents of Mabton will give you 30 days to do so. I also want to put on the record that we, the residents, fear retaliation from Rachel and her family. So per our rights as citizens of Mabton, we request protection from the police department to ensure our safety. Thank you for taking the time to consider the concerns expressed in this letter. I eagerly await for your response, and I hope that you will make the decision that is the best interest of our beloved city. Sincerely, Adriana Luna. Thank you.
We're gonna go ahead and go on to 5. Consent agenda for A through C. Can I get that?
I make a motion for the consent agenda.
I have a motion by Diane,
I approve the motion.
second by Ann. Just a minute. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. We're gonna go ahead and go on to old business. Approval of Main Street improvements, construction administration engineering, and supplemental agreement.
Good evening again. As we discussed in the study session, this is the construction engineering supplement for the Main Street project that you awarded at the last council meeting. This will involve providing an inspector, reviewing submittals, responding to RFIs, all of the normal components of a typical construction engineering job. Happy to answer any questions that have come up since we discussed it with the council. Excuse me, the study session.
Questions?
No.
So it won't start till
Next year.
September,
The spring.
spring.
We'll be working on getting the contract signed, reviewing submittals, getting a lot of that will be through the fall, and then actual construction will start next year. So, we'll start the office stuff this fall, but you won't see digging until next fall.
They're gonna remove those spur line rails over there.
I know they're redoing the rail intersection, the rail crossing, and the railway's gonna move their signals around to accommodate the city's design. That was part of, we had to wait for a long time. I'm not sure about the spur lines. I think what I've heard is that the railroad doesn't wanna do that. And ultimately, if it's theirs, all we do is ask and they do whatever they're gonna do. I think we asked and they said no.
That hasn't been used in years.
Yeah. Railroad is a very slow, very powerful organization. Do whatever.
Try to get them out.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
It's hard to get through to them.
Yeah.
If there's no more questions, we'll go ahead and move on. So we're gonna,
That would be it.
so can we get an approval for this? To begin in the spring for the Main Street improvement?
I'll make a motion that we approve Main Street improvements beginning in the spring.
I have a
So-
motion by, go ahead.
So sorry. So you're approving the consultant agreement, correct? Sorry. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Later if we have the wrong. But you don't have to do, in the sample motion, you don't have to do contingent on washdot approval, because they just got. Yeah, sorry, just make sure.
I have a motion by Vera,
I second the motion.
second by Diane, all in favor?
Aye.
Any approved, or any opposed? Sorry, motion carried. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to B. Then, or excuse me, B, new business for A for Nathan Kerning fencing. So I wasn't able to get in, I locked my keys. To my, yeah, so, we can table that and bring it back, or,
Because we don't know.
the dollar, yeah.
We need-
Yeah, I know it's
We need the
8,000.
measurements.
Yeah.
We need the right measurements.
Yeah, so we can table this, for the next meeting. And, I'll have everything ready for that.
Okay.
So now we're gonna go ahead and go to, B. We wanna go ahead and do an approval for a litigation. So if I can get a motion for that.
I make a motion for the litigation.
Yeah.
I second the motion.
Okay, I have a motion by Diana, second by Ann. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, so, do we have any council member reports?
I have some questions. That's okay. Recently, our city hall was closed down for I say employees for city people for the day on a Friday. I called MSRC, which is our legal advisors, to make sure that what we were doing was correct. After being told what they told me, which is you do not close the city down for anything other than lack of employees or in case of some type of emergency. I then made a telephone call to our mayor, trying to talk to her about it to make sure we were doing what was right. Ended up in a disagreement with her, was told by her that they would reach out to MSRC. I then called them again today, talked to them and asked them if she had called, and they said yes, and she read their conversation to me, or if it wasn't you, it was somebody in the city that called. And they repeated exactly what they told me. On the mayor's behalf, she told me that they told her that if we didn't have anything on our books as an ordinance in the city, or if our attorney didn't find anything wrong with it, that it was okay to do. My biggest problem is that alcohol beverages were gonna be served. There was an emergency number left here to contact in case we did have an emergency. My problem is who's gonna come to answer it if they're drinking. We had this episode happen a few years ago. And it happened on Washington.
Okay. You want
Can I finish?
Okay,
Yes, I'll
go ahead.
ask them to
Okay.
clarify whatever you want, but to be lied to by you, Rachel, and that you called them and they told you something different than they told me, it's just, I can't bear my relationship with you much longer, so.
Chief and Sergeant, would you like to say something about that day?
Yeah, so I was not aware of any alcohol that was present.
Well, maybe there wasn't any there, but I was sitting in the mayor's office when she told Public Works that they could bring adult beverages.
Yeah,
And
I
I don't
didn't see
repeat something somebody else tells me. If I hear it myself, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna say it. And I'm repeating exactly what she told me.
Did I attend that event?
no, you stayed at City Hall.
Exactly. I stayed and I opened. the
Well,
city
and they
hall.
all should have been there. I mean, this is just,
I stayed and I opened the city
okay
hall.
by yourself,
I did.
but you took, the whole rest of them were invited to go. We had no police officers. We had no public works.
They
We
were,
had
they
a-
were on call.
On call, yes,
Yeah.
but if there was alcohol involved, Rachel, we could have been sued.
They do not drink alcohol.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe they don't, but what if we had a live pipe, right? Like happened in Washington. They called the guy out, he was at a barbecue, family event, came out under the influence, and there was a wreck on Washington. And we were involved because we're the city and he's our employee. I just want everybody, and I know that you badmouthed me to all the employees, and that's fine. I have been told, I really do. I went into the city hall to explain to them, I wasn't trying to take their fun time away from them. I was trying to guard our community. And this is what her and I have problems with. She doesn't understand that that's what I'm trying to do. She thinks it's personal, and she starts yelling at me, accusing me, pointing her fingers, telling everybody, and I know you did call someone and tell them, because that person told me. What?
So the
What
city
year
hall
had
was,
said-
the city hall was open. It was
That's
not
not
closed. I was there.
Why didn't you?
And so when
Contact.
when I contacted them, they said it couldn't be closed. Somebody had to be there. So I said,
But
okay,
that's not
I
what
can
you
be
told
there. No,
But that's not what you
but
told
they
me.
told me.
They
that-
read exactly what. the
But I could be
conversation
there,
was.
so I was there, the city hall was open from 9 to
Well,
5.
you're gonna do what you wanna do, and I already know that, so I'm gonna go on to the next thing. Ann's position was never sent. She was brought in, put in position, was never sent to the
Yeah,
election
so
office. No,
They
the
called me,
election
they
office.
called me, and they wanted to do a follow-up. Yuli
Now,
has-
but
well, no,
how
they
long
had
has she
already
been
done it.
here?
No, Yuli had not sent in the paperwork.
I know,
She thought Ann had done it, so there was a misunderstanding.
and it's not supposed to have to do that. It should, but from the city, she's
Well,
on your city
and
council.
Yuli is new.
This is how long she been here.
She's still on under 6 months probation.
So didn't you become aware that her position was vacant, and didn't that,
We
wasn't that a
didn't get a
question?
notice, Vera.
Okay, excuses are like, you know what?
Okay, so,
Okay, one more question.
Go ahead.
You guys did not pay for the summer bash vendors $10. I need to know.
yeah, we did.
No, I wanna see it, please.
Well, you can go and get a public
I
request.
will.
Okay.
No, I don't have to get a public request.
Yeah, you do.
Excuse, no, I don't. Excuse me, Bill, you're our attorney. I'm on city council. I do not have to have a public request to get anything that's on file in the city. I wanna know if this is paid because we are, as a community name, required to buy $10 permits for every vendor. Summer bash, everything she's done has never been by the rules. I wanna see it, and I'm not gonna pay for a public request.
So just so you know, the summer bash was put on by the police department,
But all money goes.
but all
to-
money went to the city.
And then you made a.
I didn't make any money off that. I
I
got all
didn't say you
vendors.
did, but you made a payment to your own son for a $300
It
tent.
was, no, it was the tent rental, to have the tent rental out there, and it was
Son's-
not, no, we had a UBI number, Vera, it went under the UBI number. Larry,
I'm gonna
Did we
say
not
all
give
that.
you a UBI number for the rental for the tent for summer bash?
I'm sorry, but.
A UBI number?
Yeah, for to pay out?
Yeah, a federal ID number? Yeah.
Yes. So anybody who gets paid out like that through a commercial, they have to have a number. So we have a business number. So we don't just, he didn't just make us a check. We had to provide our business stuff to him, Vera.
A W-9 had to be
Yeah.
provided.
We
But
don't,
still,
We're
again,
not-
you and I have difference of opinion, because to me, perception to the community is not good, let me just say.
okay, so just so you know, Vera got upset because I told her I wasn't giving her a dumpster for community days. And,
Yeah, you didn't do that till after you and I got into our disagreement. Don't sit there and lie on here. That's not true, and I don't need her to give me a dumpster because I have a farmer that is very good to the city, and he's bringing us our dumpster, so you can take your dumpster and leave it. So I'm done. Thank you.
anybody else? Any council reports? Chief, you have any staff reports?
I do not. The only thing is we did have the National Night Out, went pretty good. I know this Saturday I'm gonna be helping with a parade. I know there was a comment made earlier that's not accurate. I will be there and I've been planning to go there. Commander Gusby reached out to me over a week ago and I told him, yeah, I'd be at the event. Saturday, I never asked the mayor. It was a decision by the police that yes, we're gonna be there. So I don't,
You didn't know, by chance, did somebody come in and say, "I'm the route"?
not yet, no, but sit down with me and let me know what the route's gonna be. But yeah, I'm gonna be there. It's at 11 o'clock this Saturday. I'm excited to help. I always am. Any community event, police will always help.
The barriers will be up, the signs, we're just waiting for whoever's gonna do the parade that they need to bring us the signs so we can put the parade route up. But, I believe Joe or Jose will be out putting up barriers for the event. We never said we never wanted to be a part of the event, but we are willing to help. I never said once we wouldn't help. So, if I was gonna say that my officers were not gonna help, then we're not gonna help. But that was never said, and I never mentioned that, you know. They know that they have to help at every
You told me
function
that you
there
were
is.
gonna support them.
I never told you,
Yes, you
Adriana.
did.
I'm not gonna sit here, I'm not gonna sit here.
It's still my turn. Can I finish?
Yes.
And you told.
Okay, so the other thing with my staff report is, I know there's concerns with the route that DOT has. And where's Jameson? Did we not talk about this earlier? Yes, we did. So I provide my business card to Jameson. Jamin, sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
I apologize. But the idea is for me to get in touch with DOT and try to push to get it rerouted, the detour route. Have it go Highway 22 and hopefully Golden Road away from the main school. So when school starts, we're also going to give attention there. I've sat there myself, other officers have sat there, and there are people speeding. They're not just out of towners. There's people from Mabton. There's people that work in Mabton. There's various people. So the idea is to fix that problem before the school starts, and that's what we're working on. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
So you can ask to go across town?
I'm going to try to push for them to do the detour and go Highway 22. I haven't talked to them yet, but hopefully that's going to happen soon, and hopefully it's going to happen before the school starts. And even at the minimum, if they say, no, we're not going to, but hopefully once I sit down with them, it's going to make sense to do it. But even if the truck route was to go that way in the meantime, at the minimum, but hopefully the whole route will be that way. Yeah, we've got, the cross guards, the children doing the crossing and things like that. Yeah, that's a big concern for everybody.
Can I say something? Larry, no, go ahead. Sorry. Larry, do you have anything, Ted? Bill?
No.
Okay, so with that, we're gonna go ahead and dismiss this meeting at 7:32.
You have a question for me?
Oh, okay, yeah, I want to talk to you about it.
Yeah, we can talk outside.
Okay.
We can wait.
Yeah.